Chapter 6 Birth of a Child. Of course, everyone feels excited when there is a new addition to the family. While excitement is a natural reaction to an impending birth, it is also an opportunity to reflect upon important questions. Even though we are born human and are related to other humans, what makes us different? What determines our differences? We are all born in the same world, yet we do not know how we came to be. We do not know where our planet is situated in the universe. We do not even know where we will go after we die. Everywhere we turn, there are so many questions, and the answers are elusive. Why do some people die in their mother's womb, while others survive? Why are some born strong, while others are born with disabilities? Why are some people born into a wealthy family, while others are born so poor that they cannot even get a nutritious meal? How is it possible that while two people who grow up in the same family with the same opportunities turn out to be so different? How do we find the answers to these vital questions? In Dhamma, pure nature. There are teachings that allow us to see the answers to these questions and enable us to understand the law that governs the world, the law of karma. The word karma is a neutral word that does not imply good or bad, since karma means action with intention. An action always carries a consequence. Why do we feel full? It is because we have eaten. If we did not eat, we would be hungry. In physics, of course, there is a law that states that the energy of an action is equal to the energy of the opposite reaction. In terms of Dhamma, we can say that whatever our action, we will experience its consequence in return. The differences found in our personal life are dependent on the previously performed karma of each individual. The fact that people are all born humans but vary in the amounts of happiness or dukkha, suffering, is an indication that the fruits of karma exist on their retribution is derived from our distant past. The man whom we call the Buddha discovered the law of karma and taught it to the world over 2,500 years ago. He described what he had discovered in profound detail and insight, beyond the capabilities of modern technology. Scientists discovered the laws of the physical world, which most people accepted only until about 300 years ago. Social and physical differences between the people in this world result from our past and present karma. Although one part of this equation cannot be altered because of actions we have already performed, we always have a fresh opportunity to create a brighter future for ourselves. How? 1. Avoid doing bad deeds. 2. Perform only good deeds. 3. Purify our mind until it is clear and bright. The best technique to keep a mind strong is nothing more than meditation. The more we meditate, the more strength we will acquire to perform more good deeds. When we look at the world and understand the effects of karma, we will be determined to lead our lives truthfully and fruitfully. The consequences of karma are real and they will bear fruit. If we perform good deeds, we will receive good consequences. If we perform bad deeds, bad consequences can be expected. Be aware of the differences that exist among people of the world. These are the conditions that we were born into, and they prove that the consequences of karma are real. This is why we must focus on doing good deeds. From the law of karma, we learn that 1. It is not the end of all things when we die. 2. When we perform good deeds, we will go to good destinations. 3. When we perform bad deeds, we will go to unfortunate destinations. 4. When we extinguish all our kilesa, we will go to Nibbana. If we believe in the reality of life that, if we are not careful, we are easily victim to the cycles of suffering, and we must concentrate on avoiding bad deeds and accumulating good deeds. Purify the mind as much as possible every day at every moment. The punya that accrues from our good deeds will lead us to be reborn with a healthy physical form, wealth and wisdom. In addition, we will be born into a family that values virtues. This will also provide us with the opportunity to be successful in this present life, and even after that, until we eradicate all kilesa in our mind. At the same time, if we as a parent want to conceive a happy and healthy child, we must focus on performing good deeds and meditating until our mind is pure, clean and bright. By accumulating punya throughout our lifetime, we increase the chances of receiving a child who will bring happiness to our family. Although this idea is very different to most Western ideology, understanding the principle of like energy attracts like energy is important in order to properly get a grip around this theory. For example, if we are bad people and exhibit crude behavior on a regular basis without lending a helping hand to those around us, not even our parents want to be near us. Why then would a baby of good behavior and wholesomeness want to be in that type of womb? Like attracts like. We should bear in mind that teaching a child begins before conception and requires us to constantly perform good deeds and maintain wholesomeness in body, speech, and mind. We and our partner should eliminate all poor behavior and diligently observe acts of self-discipline to prepare for the conception of the child. At the very least, we and our partner, as potential parents, should begin training ourselves anyway, focusing on the fetus. We must become more attentive to our own actions, whether it is walking, moving, consuming food and alcohol, taking medicine, or even displaying a bad temperament. All of these things, as we are well aware, affect the unborn child and his or her behavior.